Hey, I'm meteorologist Doug Myers with the latest forecast on this Wednesday after a frigid day yesterday, including many spots with sub-zero temperatures in the double digits yesterday morning. We are much warmer early this morning, only in the teens and even low 20s, and then we'll be, that's about what we had yesterday afternoon. So temperatures really haven't cooled off all that much from yesterday afternoon to what we have for morning temperatures early on this Wednesday. Back above the freezing mark today with mid to upper 30s across the area. I think we'll be mostly cloudy, and we'll talk about a very low probability there may be a few flurries flying around, but otherwise we will get cooler again tomorrow with highs in the mid to upper 20s, low 20s out towards the Missouri border though, so keep that in mind. And then we're back above the freezing mark on Friday, so kind of going back and forth as we round out this work week for temperatures. Meanwhile, as we take a look at supercast, I think we'll have quite a bit of cloud cover today. You can see this model is indicating a few flurries developing by mid-morning and continuing into the early afternoon hours. Even if that were to occur, which most models do keep us dry, but even if that were to occur, we're talking about just some flurries. Probably not even enough for a dusting, but if by chance there is, that's about the best it will be for any possible accumulation. But don't be surprised by a few flurries flying around today. Otherwise, we'll continue with the partly cloudy skies tonight. Still showing a few flurries tonight in some areas, but again, much like today, don't count on it having much of an impact. And especially, even if temperatures are below freezing, obviously they will be from mid-morning to early afternoon before getting above freezing in those areas that do get flurries. Obviously, with temperatures above freezing, by the end of the day, it would just melt. So again, very little impacts, if anything at all. Tomorrow, I think we'll have a little bit more sun, but maybe a few more clouds out towards our western communities, especially by the afternoon. So we'll keep an eye on that trend. And then starting to see a little bit of cloud cover, at least on this model. It is indicating more of a foggy setup with that cloud cover on how it develops and how it dissipates by midday. So we'll keep an eye on that too, on the potential for fog early Friday morning. Most models don't have that, so I'm a little bit hesitant to mention that in the forecast, but I do at least think that there will be a little bit more sun on Friday. So more clouds than sun today, but then more sun versus cloud cover on Thursday and Friday, but still some clouds at times to round out the work week. And then unfortunately, we're back in the mostly cloudy sky setup for the weekend. I think Saturday will be slightly warmer than Sunday, but regardless, it's still going to be much, much warmer for the Chiefs game compared to last week. So if you are heading out there, mid to upper 20s for wind chill vibes likely throughout much of the afternoon and evening hours as you're tailgating and obviously watching the game. Otherwise, you can find that game right here on WIBW. And then we start off with the sunny setup to begin next work week with highs warming up each day. I made it up to 50 Wednesday. We'll see if we get that warm, but definitely looking at much nicer conditions. Other than a very low probability of a few spots getting into the single digits Friday morning, I think we're generally more in the mid-teens to mid-20s for lows over the next 7 to 8 nights. Here's a look at just precipitation in general. Taking away whatever precipitation type we're getting, it's not much with the European model here, so obviously not going to get much in the way of any snowfall accumulation. And the GFS, much of the same. So that's why I don't have any precipitation mentioned in the 8-day forecast, because whatever we might get, and that includes flurries today, not worth mentioning in the official forecast. And again, nothing as far as accumulation is concerned, even looking beyond the 8 days, so for the rest of the month. So I think we're mostly dry for the rest of the month, and it looks like as we head into looking at these graphics here, 6 to 10, 8 to 14 day outlooks, probability of below average precipitation is looking at least likely across the area. And looking at the 8 to 14 day outlook, probability of above normal temperatures too. So that is going to be really nice compared to what we had to deal with so far this week. Yeah, it's going to be a nice break from that today, this afternoon, even though there's going to be more cloud cover today. I still think I'm holding off on Friday still being the nicest day of the work week because of more sun than cloud cover first today, but it'll still be nice to get above freezing today for a brief period of time before we cool back down tomorrow. Have a great day. Keep checking back in daily for updates just in case there are any minor changes, especially with respect to possible precipitation. But I really think for the most part, whatever precipitation we're getting for probably the rest of the month, we're talking less than 1/10 of an inch. And for most areas, it's nothing. So that's what we're looking towards as we round out January. Have a great day.